class is for class 7 in continuation to the previous class of triangles. In this we were doing we were learning about triangles. Now in today's class we will be discussing about Pythagoras theorem, and the book we are following is Mathematics Today by O.P. Malhotra and S.K. Gupta. So before we start this topic, Pythagoras theorem, we need to understand two concepts which are used in Pythagoras theorem for your level, means for class 7th level. So first concept is area of square. Area of square. Suppose I draw a square. Suppose I draw a square. This is a square A, B, C, D. Its one side, if I take, is 3 centimeters. We know that sides of squares are equal. It means if this is 3, this also will be 3 and 3 and 3. So area will be area of square A, B, C, D will be side into side or 3 into 3, that is 9. Instead of 3, if I take the side as A units, then this also will, then the other side or adjacent side will also be A units. Now area of square A, B, C, D will be written as A into A, or it is written as A to the power 2 or A square. Similarly, this 9 would have been written as 3 to the power 2. So this is the concept of square. What is the meaning of a square? A square or A to the power 2 is the meaning of the square. This you need to remember, right? Now, so what we can say, if side of a square is A, we can say if side of a square is A, then its area will be A to the power 2 or A square units. Square units. So this is one thing that we need to remember. Number 1. Number 2 is the concept of square root. Now this is also new to you all. What is the concept of square root? It is, suppose I say, according to this only I say, suppose A square, area of this square was A square when the side was considered as A. Now when the side was considered as 3, the area of this square came out to be 9. It means A square can be written as 9. So A will be written as under root 9. Under root 9 means we need a number which when multiplied to itself gives 9, and we know that 3 into 3 is 9. So A comes out to be 3. You can see that if the area of the square was 9, then side is coming as 3, and that was the example taken here. Similarly, if I say that, let us say that A square is equal to 25. Suppose I say this is a square whose area is 25 right now. 25. It means A into A, that is A square, is equal to 25. So what will be the value of A, or what will be the value of its side? Will be A can be written as under root of 25. This is the new concept. The square root concept means this is only known as square root. So under root 25, 5 into 5 is 25. So A comes out to be 5. So A is 5. So these two concepts you need to know, square and root concept. Now we move on to the Pythagoras theorem. So what is Pythagoras theorem? Basically, Pythagoras theorem is applicable in a right-angled triangle. So first of all, we will draw a right-angle triangle. Let us take a right-angle triangle. Suppose this is a right-angle triangle. A, B, C. in which angle B is 90 degree. I have taken a right angled triangle in which angle B is equal to 90 degree. So in a right angle triangle, always the side which is opposite to the right angle or which is opposite to 90 degree. This is 90 degree and AC is the side which is opposite to 90 degree. It is known as hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. Now what is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem says that in a right angle triangle, the square made on hypotenuse or the longest side. Hypotenuse is only the longest side. Longest side in a right angle triangle. Always. Please remember that hypotenuse is always the longest side in a right angle triangle. So what is Pythagoras theorem? That square made on hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares made on other two sides. Means suppose I make square on AC because AC is hypotenuse. So square made on hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares made on other two sides. Now one side is AB. If I made a square on AB, it will be square of AB. So that is why AB square written. And if I make a square on BC, that is BC square. And sum. So hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of square of other two sides. So this is Pythagoras theorem. This we need to remember. Otherwise, sometimes you can say that this is the base and this is the perpendicular. This side is known as perpendicular. So it can also be said that hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Right? This is again one form of Pythagoras theorem only. So basically what we need to remember that in a right angle triangle, the side which is opposite to 90 degrees is always known as hypotenuse, and according to Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of squares of other two sides, means perpendicular square and base square, and their sum is equal to hypotenuse square. Now we move on to the exercise and let's see what is there in your exercise 17b. Now exercise 17b, I am taking question number 3. First two questions are based on Pythagoras theorem, so I leave it to you to solve it. Only you have to, if you have understood the meaning of Pythagoras theorem, you can easily make out the question number 1 and question number 2. Now what is question number 3? They say state an equation that can be used for finding the missing length of each triangle. So in this I have taken second part and fourth part. Now in second part, the missing length is A, and in this diagram it is given 5. This length is 5, this length is 5, and in between there is a 90 degree angle. 90 degree angle is given. If this is angle, if this angle is 90 degrees, side opposite to it, that is A, will be the hypotenuse. So we know that hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, or we know hypotenuse square is equal to sum of square of other two sides. Hypotenuse is how much? A given. So we will put A and its square. Perpendicular is how much? 5 given. So 5 square, and base is also 5 given. So 5 square. 5 square is 25. Again 5 square is 25. This is A square. So A square is equal to 25 plus 25 is 50. So that is the value, or you have to just write an expression. So only this much is okay. This is the expression, that is what is required from you. Later on when you solve it out, then A square will be 50, then A will become under root 50. Now under root 50 means 25 into 2. So means it will be 5 root 2. So that is beyond your this. So that is why in the book it is given, just write an expression. So this is the final expression. Similarly, we talk in question number 4. In this value is given 90 degree. This angle, the top angle is given 90 degree and you have to find out y. Now this opposite to 90 degree is 10. So this will become the hypotenuse. We know that hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Hypotenuse is 10 given, so 10 square. Perpendicular, you can take any of the side. Let us say 8 is perpendicular, so 8 square plus y is the second side or base, so y square. So y square can be written as 10 square, and 8 square comes to this side, minus 8 square. So 10 square is 100 and 8 square is 64, that is y square. So this is the expression. They say find the expression, this is the expression. Now if you want to solve it out, y square is equal to 100 minus 64 is 36. So y will be under root 36, and root of 36 means 6. 6 is a 36. So 6 is the value of y. But in the question they only say write an expression. So this is the final answer, or this would have been the final answer. We have just solved it because in this it was quite easy to find out the square root. Now we move on to the next question. Now I have taken the next question as question number 4. In this they say, I have taken second part and fourth part. They say two sides are given and you have to find the third side that is marked by a letter. In this it is C, in this diagram it is X. So again we will use the same formula. This is 90 degrees, so opposite to it is this side C is hypotenuse. We know in a right angle triangle hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, or hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of square of other two sides. So hypotenuse is given to you as C. So C square is equal to one side is 5, so 5 square, other side is 12, so 12 square. So 5 square is 25 and 12 square is 144. 12 into 12 is 144. So C square comes out to be 25 and 144 is 169. So C will be under root 169, and we know that root of 169 is 13, or you can check, multiply 13 into 13, you will get 169. So the value of the other side or the third side is 13 units or 13 centimeter, whatever is the unit given. This is the value. This is how we calculate the value of C or the variable. Now similarly in the fourth part, you can see this is 90, so opposite to it 15 is the hypotenuse. Again we will use the same formula. Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square, or hypotenuse is given to you 15. So 15 square is equal to perpendicular, you can take x. So x square plus other side is 9, so 9 square. 15 square is 225. 15 into 15 is 225 is equal to x square plus 9 into 9 is 81. So x square will become 225 minus 81. This 81 comes to this side, becomes negative. Now 5 minus 1 is 4. 12 minus 8, 4. 144. X square becomes 144. So x becomes under root 144, and root of 144 is 12. 12 into 12 is 144. So 12 units is the value of x. X comes out to be 12 over here, and here C comes out to be 13 over here. So this is how we use Pythagoras theorem in finding the side, unknown side in a right angle triangle when two sides are given, and this is the basic use of Pythagoras theorem. Now we will move on to the next question. Now this time I am taking question number 6. This is a diagram given that is being drawn. A, B, C is a triangle, and from point B on AC a perpendicular is drawn BD. So this is 90 degree and this is 90 degree. Now they say find BD and BC. BD is this height and BC is this, you have to find out. First of all we will consider triangle ADB. So we will say in a right triangle ADB. ADB is a right angle triangle. So that is why it is written in right triangle ADB. Now this AB is opposite to 90 degrees, so it is hypotenuse. So according to Pythagoras theorem, we can say AB squares. Why? Because AB is hypotenuse, because it is opposite to 90 degree, angle D. So AB square will be equal to AD square plus BD square. Means what I have done, so I have hidden this. I am taking only triangle ADB is given, in which angle D is 90. So side opposite to angle D is AB. So this is hypotenuse. We know hypotenuse to square is equal to the sum of the square of other two sides. So one side is AD and other side is BD. So that is why I have written AB square is equal to AD square plus BD square. Now AB is given to us as 10. So 10 square. AD is given to us as 6. So 6 square plus BD square. 10 square is 100. This 6 square comes to the side. So minus 6 square is 36 is equal to BD square. 100 minus 36 is 64 is equal to BD square. So BD will become under root of 64. Root of 64 is 8. 8 is 64. So 8 centimeter or 8 unit is the length of BD. We calculated BD. Now to calculate BC, we have to calculate BC. So we will consider triangle BDC. So here we will write in right triangle BDC. In right triangle BDC, what do we get? This is hypotenuse now, because this angle D is 90 degree or right angle. Opposite to it, this is BC. BC is the hypotenuse. So we will say BC square is equal to BD square plus DC square. Now BC square we have to calculate, so we are not going to change anything in this. BC square is equal to BD is 8. So 8 square plus DC is 15 square. Now 8 square is 64, 15 square is 225. When we add them, this will give you BC square. So 5, 4, 9, 6, and 2, 8, 289 is BC square. So to find out BC, what we will do, we will put under root 289, and root 289 is 17 centimeter or 17 units. So the length of BC comes out to be 17. If you want, we can check 17 into 17, 11 and 17, 289. You can see it is 289. So this is how we calculate, or this is how we use Pythagoras theorem in calculating the sides of a triangle. Now next and the last question of this exercise at the same time of this chapter is question number 8 that I will be discussing. They say a tree is broken at a height of 8 meters from the ground. Means suppose this is a tree. Suppose this is the ground, and from the ground a tree is broken 8 meters. Means a tree is broken at a height of 8 meters. Means this is the total tree, but it broke from this point, and let us say this point is P. From point P it broke, and the point P was 8 meters above the ground. Then they say, and it touches the ground at a distance of 15 meters. Now this part, broken part, when touches the ground, something like this, it touches the ground 15 meters, touches the ground at a distance of 15 meters from the base of the tree. From the base, this is the base, from the base, the top of the tree is 15 meters away. This is 15 meters. Means this was the total tree, it broke and it fell on the ground. So the tip of the tree, this tip of the tree, it is touching the ground, and the distance between the tip and the base is 15 meters. They say find the original height. We have to find original height of the tree. Original height. Now let us name it P let this be Q, this be R. So original height of the tree would have been this plus that is standing, means PQ plus PR. First of all, we will calculate PR. Now, since the horizontal ground and the vertical tree, they make an angle of 90 degree. If this is 90 degree, then the side which is opposite to 90 degree is this, will be the hypotenuse. Now, when we have found the hypotenuse, we can easily, and we know that this is a right angle triangle, so we can easily apply Pythagoras theorem. It means we can say PR square is equal to RQ square, RQ plus QP square. This side, square of this side plus square of this side. So 15 square plus 8 square. 15 square is 225 and 8 square is 64. 549, 628, 289. PR square is 289. So PR will be under root 289. Under root of 289 is 17 and meters since it was. So we got this value or this hypotenuse as 17 meters. But original height of the tree, we can say original height was what? Whatever is this on the ground, that is PQ, plus what has broken, PR, plus PR. So 8 was still standing and 17 has broken. Now 25 meters was the original height of the tree. So this is the final value. Now with the help of this question, we come to an end of this class, as well as this chapter is also finished. 17C is not in your syllabus, so we are not discussing that. Now in the next class, we will take up with the different chapter, a new chapter. Till then, keep on studying, keep on following, keep on watching, and stay blessed. Thank you all of you.